Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 19th of May, 2023. It's a Friday night. It is 7:30. Okay, so I said yesterday, I'm sorry guys. I know I said I would try and get in by 6:30 tonight. I'm not. I'm going to do it today because Sunday I've got my normal weekly analysis video. Excuse me. So, yep, okay, just checking it's all streaming. All right, so let's move on. The dollar index, remember, is just trending very nicely, but remember that it is delayed by a day. So when you look at euro dollar, which is an inverse of that, this is what we see. And we see the euro dollar today has pushed up higher. It's still sitting in that buy zone, and so we need to kind of see how that's going to go. Almost certainly the question going to be next week. I think it's going to continue down, but if it does break the high, there's a good possibility we're going to see it continue to go higher, but I think there's a fair possibility it's going to go lower. And again, that's the same thing. You look at sterling, you've got this bounce off this key level, and in an area where the weekly, could be bullish. So just worthwhile highlighting that. But there's no setup. Okay, there's no setup. Definitely nothing on the Aussie dollar. It's a complete nightmare. It's garbage. Nothing there. Kiwi dollar is looking nice and bullish. It's also looking nice and bullish on the weekly. So the weekly and the daily have very similar patterns. Dollar yen has got a nice pullback here. So this is our first pullback. It's a break of resistance. It's our first pullback. Therefore, I would think if Monday is bullish, or if Monday is bearish, either way, it's a setup day. It is a setup day. Dollar Swissy, also a setup day. Dollar CAD, looking fine. That was a setup from yesterday. It hasn't triggered me in, but the order is still sitting there and the pending order is still valid. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a valid setup for between now and Monday. Euro GBP is garbage. Euro yen, first day pullback. I think yesterday we were looking at some of the yen pairs where they had maybe a one-day pullback, and I said I wasn't sure about it, and I also spoke literally about waiting until 10 p.m. for the day to close. So what happened as a consequence is that ultimately it closed bullish and therefore is not a setup. But there's a bit of a setup today, but not a valid setup yet. Nothing. Oh, I did talk about this, but I didn't like Euro Swissy because I don't think the trend is very strong. There's our first setup here. It's our first setup on our first pullback on EuroCAD. I need a second one on Monday as a potential setup, or bearish candle on Monday on EuroCAD. So in fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will write them down. Okay, EuroCAD. Okay, what was the other one? Where there was a couple of potential ones. Dollar yen, dollar Swissy. Hey, what you doing? What you doing? Meow, 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 meow. Hi. Because Dad's on a call, so you got to come disturb me now. Hey. Yeah. You can see the vacant eyes. Hello. Dollar CAD, dollar Swissy. I think it was dollar yen. Okay, EuroCAD. I think EuroCAD is EuroCAD. I've got okay. Euro Aussie. Nothing. Euro Kiwi's going, still going. That's great. It's hit its 1-to-1 target, so that looks good. Pound yen. Keep an eye on that. So pound yen. First, I put it on the list because I'll check it on Monday. Pound Swiss. Oh no. Pound CAD. No. What I see here, and I don't know if you do as well, is I see a break of support and a retest potentially, and we don't know it's a retest until we see a bearish candle here. But so I'll make a joke setup. So if we see a bearish candle setup there, then we know. Pound Aussie, no. Aussie Kiwi keeps going. So Usman, you spoke about that. We've got a pullback here, Aussie CAD. I'm going to pass on that. Oh, this was just no clarity here. Nope, rejection on that one. It's a pullback. Aussie yen, Kiwi CAD, whoa, pushing off, but nothing there. Kiwi Swissy just keeps going. Kiwi yen still going. CAD yen, I'm gonna check. So all of the pairs that I'm mentioning here, which mostly are CAD, are yen crosses. I'm gonna check again on Monday. Nothing. Okay, CAD Swissy, cool. All right, guys, let's go on to the candlestick version. I like to mix it up. I think it's really good to be able to look at stuff without moving averages, with moving averages, candlesticks, OHLC bars. It kind of can help just change perspective. Look at that. You can see that dollar trying to push back there. Oh, so that was gold, I beg your pardon. So we had a dollar. So immediately, I've only seen euro dollar and I've seen gold. And immediately I could see that that must be a dollar thing because the two biggest currency and the biggest commodity, crude oil excluded, have immediately pushed back on the dollar, which means the dollar. But it isn't over yet because we've got this level of support, which again could ultimately turn out to be resistance. So we need to see what happens here on Monday. Does that make sense? Natural gas, still pushing higher, but nothing amazing. Brent crude, just a mess. Look at this, just a mess. I'm just going to highlight this. It's just garbage until we get out of that. Wheat, no. Coffee, no. We broke lower, that's fine. That's sugar, cotton. Oh, but we know sugar's coming down. We know that sugar's goal is likely to come back down, I would say, into about this area. US indices for the week. Indecision bullish. Bullish indecision. Bullish. NASDAQ. Boom. That's good. So that's fine. The point of this is that the weekly candles are looking nice and bullish. We can move on. There's nothing there really to talk about. Oh, I did have a look yesterday. I was saying the Dow might have had a setup. So I've been triggered in on that. We'll see what happens. We've got another S&P. Nothing. And Nikkei, ASX. They're fine. Apple, gap down, close the gap. That's all it's done. Amazon, correcting after a while, but it's just fine because it's broken through the highs. It's coming back to retest. AT&T just tanking. I think this is a good thing. I think this is a healthy market. Let me explain why. If you're living in a bubble, then everything goes up because everyone's buying. Or if it's a market, bear market, everything's tanking. Even if it's good stock, it just tanks. What I'm seeing now is I'm seeing a mixture of stuff. I'm seeing some stocks go down and some going up, which means that in theory, the ones that are going up should be really good stocks, and the ones that are going down maybe aren't so great. And that doesn't really happen when the market is not thinking clearly. So to me, I see that as a good sign. Glencore, bearish. Tesco is still pulling back. Amex, nothing yet. Berkshire Hathaway is fine. There's bearish divergence. I do want to mention this. I'm not sure how significant it is going to be at I don't know. So we'll see. But I'm going to mention, whoops. We'll see. Coca-Cola, it's fine so far. Nothing there. This is interesting. This would traditionally be a bearish setup. You've got the 50, 20, and 10 in a bearish formation, but the weekly looks bullish. There's too much conflict. So I'm going to pass on that one. That looks bullish. I was interested to see if that was going to push up. JP Morgan Chase pushing up. Adidas, okay. So yeah, today, very bearish day, pushing back down. It's really battling in that area. So that actually looks more and more like it's going to turn bearish. I'll cover that in the weekly. As well, if you have any input which you think would make the weekly videos better, please give me that feedback. Put it in here into one of these videos or message me directly if you've got my number or anything. Anything that you think would make it better. Is it too long? Am I talking about the wrong stuff? Anything you think would make it better. Push up, back down, nothing there. In video, it's fine. So today was a bit of a down day for the markets. Okay. Spider, no. I mean, generally it's an up week, but it was a down day. Tesla's had a good day. Out of all of these, Tesla had a good day. Interesting. And Vanguard, down day. Cryptos, Bitcoin, held, Ethereum held, Solana held, Cardano held. Okay, there we go. That's it. There's nothing else really. I didn't see any other setups. I think most of the setups are going to come Monday. I want to wish all of you people, good people, a fantastic weekend, and I wish you the best. Thank you very much. I'm enjoying. I love the interaction. And Usman, yes, I know you looked at Aussie Kiwi yesterday, but as it is a Friday, could you please have another look at Aussie Kiwi off the weekly chart, and let me know if you think this will continue to fall or drop. Well, based off that, remember I was saying to you yesterday that it was a bit hard for me to kind of tell because I needed to take action. So let's have a look. So we broke to that level, and I think I said I was leaning bearish, and I was looking at the weekly. So based off this, it does indeed look like it's going to go. Not only that, but it's actually gone today. It's closed below last week's low and the previous low. Well, hold on. Okay, so we got 0588, 0584. I think it's likely to keep going. It's a nice bearish candle closing near the lows. I think we're going to close near the lows. I would expect this to potentially keep going. There is no, not really a level there. No, I think it's going to keep going. This one, so it looks more bearish than bullish from what I can tell here. Okay, cool. Listen, thank you very much. Have a great weekend, ladies and gents, and I will see you on Monday night, Tuesday night. Thank you very much.